The Saudi takeover deal went through in what felt like an absolute whirlwind. It was so quick, so much excitement here on Tyneside, the feeling of new possibilities. It's almost like a rebirth for the club, and it's hoped the takeover will bring enough momentum to see Newcastle United get their first win of the season. Now, fans have been calling for a change in management, but Newcastle United did announce that head coach Steve Bruce will be in charge of the game against Tottenham. It will be his 1,000th professional match as manager, although fans have been calling for change. Chief Executive of PCP Capital Partners, Amanda Staveley, said change doesn't happen overnight. She said they plan to be patient and considered in their approach. Read into that what you will about Steve Bruce's future on Tyneside. But you know, fans are daring to dream for the first time in a long time. Here's Graham Bell from the Newcastle United Supporters Trust.
Personally, even though he's ruled himself out, I would have taken Rodgers. Someone of that ilk who has that sort of philosophy, that kind of philosophy where he wants to build a project. It has to be someone like that. And then in a couple of years, you'd maybe look at someone like a Conte or a Mourinho. I can't believe I'm saying these words, by the way. Because that's the next stage of it. But for now, I think the director of football is key. But getting that right and then marrying that up with the manager is a really huge decision. But I would have taken Rodgers all day.
The names, though, that you've just said there, I mean...
Mad.
How things have changed, the prospects have changed. How do you summarise the dreaming that's going on now?
I don't think you can, because last Thursday, talking about Bruce's replacements, and this is no disrespect to him whatsoever, because I think he's a cracking manager, but I was talking about Chris Wilder, get him in. But now I'm talking about like Brendan Rodgers and Antonio Conte and people like that, and it's absolutely insane. So automatically the calibre of manager has risen, and the ambitions and the enthusiasm has risen as well with it. And I don't think we'll get our heads around it at least until maybe January, where we see a couple of signings coming in. We'll get a better idea of when the new manager comes in as well, because I don't think Bruce will last much longer, unfortunately for him. So yeah, I think it'll take a while to get our heads around it, but yeah, we can dream again.
Absolutely brilliant to see the fans so excited about the future, so different from the Mike Ashley days. But we must remember that when Mike Ashley took over the club was in a lot of debt. He stabilised it and he brought in King Kev. Fans were very hopeful back then, but things went sour. When Kevin Keegan left, he won damages after the way he was treated at the club. Also, Rafa Benitez, he wasn't given the money that he needed to succeed. And as a manager, he was absolutely adored on Tyneside. Also, the renaming of the stadium, the Sports Direct Arena, that did not go down well in Newcastle. It has always been St James's Park, and it always will be St James's Park. There was a time when nobody thought Mike Ashley was ever going to sell Newcastle United. The astronomical price tag of £300 million seemed absolutely ludicrous, but then the possibility of the Saudi takeover happened. Nobody was expecting it to go through so quickly. Nobody here on Newcastle, and it turns out nobody in Saudi Arabia. I've been speaking to YouTuber, Saudi national and Newcastle United fan Al-Walid Al-Dabasi.
Actually, we went outside. There is a sport cafe. It was great news. We didn't believe that Newcastle finally, after more than 18 months, it was like we are jumping, we are hugging each other. It was so and such a moment. Every morning I wake up, I remind myself that takeover is happening.
PCP Capital Partners have been in Newcastle meeting the players, having a look around the facilities. There's going to be a new lick of paint for the stadium behind me, better training facilities for the players, and there's even talk about investment in grassroots football, which is absolutely fantastic for the next generation. But what we really need to think about is January, because that could be a huge pivotal point for Newcastle United. New players, there's even talk about Raheem Sterling joining. The rumours are flying, everybody's so optimistic and so excited. But let's focus on the match at hand against Tottenham. Now the Magpies are one off bottom of the league in the relegation zone with no win in the last 7 games. But with this investment, win or lose against Tottenham, the only way is up for Newcastle United.